Good evening, Postal family. What's going on? Welcome back. This is Saeed. Welcome to another video. What's going on this evening? How's everybody doing? We are doing good. Another beautiful day in the service. And let's get to today's topic. It's Audit finds postal employee availability slipping. Calls on USPS to tighten controls. Is that a surprise? Postal employee availability is slipping. Yes, indeed it is. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Saeed. Postal content is what I do. If you like postal content, I would appreciate it if you go ahead and subscribe, and all the likes, appreciate it. You all keep on smashing the likes, helps out the channel tremendously. And all the comments, keep the comments coming. I love, talking both ways with you guys. Love communicating, and love what I do. Love reading what you all think, what's going on. Excluding the contract, contract is not happening. So, we'll focus our attention elsewhere. New things going on. So let's get to the topic today. Go ahead and get it down, read it down, and then we'll discuss this a little bit. The Postal Service employee availability percentage, the share of scheduled working hours that they are on the job versus on some type of leave, has declined in recent years, says an Inspector General audit that calls on management to tighten time and attendance controls. Why do we think that is? A lot more call-outs, it's just people are not appreciated, basically. The new CCAs keep calling out that they feel overworked, and not ever you receive a hey such and such, your name and you're doing a good job. None of that. It's just you're here today, this is your route, take it, and be back this time, come back and do some more time. So this is not a surprise to me, to none of us listening, A measure that excludes leave taken for COVID-related reasons shows that availability fell from 84.4% in 2020 to 82.8% in 2023, although the latter figure was up by 0.3 percentage points from the low of the year before. At 17 selected facilities that auditors visited, the rate fell from 81.4 to 79.2% in that time. All over, we believe, there's more call-outs now, Basically, the bottom line, people getting overworked. And each year, obviously, the call-outs are going up. They're not appreciated, overworked. And, no enthusiasm to come to work. Just come and collect the check. Next day you don't feel like it, you're overtired, your joints are hurting. So we found progressive corrective action has not been consistent, and sick leave, LWOP and AWOL hours have generally trended upward. The report said sick leave hours rose from 47.6 million in 2020 to 51.3 million in 2022 before declining to 47 million in 2023. LWOP hours rose in the period from 64.7 million to 82 million. And AWOL hours rose from 4.3 million to 8.7 million. People with no sick leave are just don't come in, they call out, and they get a AWOL, and that's that. In a sample of 400 regular sick leave occurrences of more than 3 days, management did not have the required medical documentation for 358 or 90%. Supervisors were not always diligent with obtaining documentation from employees when they used sick leave for more than 3 days. So if you call out more than 3 days, it's a must that you bring documentation, but there's no supervisors that are checking that. So supervisors acknowledge that they understand the medical documentation requirement. However, they have not been consistent in requesting or requiring employees to submit documentation because their priority is to get the mail delivered. It's it's not a surprise, Employee calls out 4 straight days, next day comes in, supervisor says, hey, there's your route. Forget about last 3 days you called out. Do you have documentation? It don't matter. Take that route, go out. The report also said supervisors did not always follow policies for progressive discipline up to firing for excessive unexcused absences. In some cases, because the process is time consuming and other duties took priority. Additionally, supervisors believed the training received on supervisory responsibilities was insufficient and that more training on attendance control and the disciplinary process was needed. So you're just making these cats supervisors, and they're not properly trained as to how to discipline people who take more than 3 days off and they don't ask for documentation. The IG also called for stronger oversight of roughly 13,000 employees on the 0 hours dashboard and had no work hours for 13 or more pay periods. For example, due to being on injury compensation, supervisors need to coordinate with district labor relations and/or injury compensation personnel, depending on the reason for the individual being on the 0 hours dashboard. 0 hours dashboard. That's something new to me. Additionally, grievances delay removing employees from the 0 hours dashboard because the grievance process has many steps and can take years to resolve, it said. In response, postal management said that all supervisors will be required to complete an online course related to attendance, control, and availability. That it will instruct managers and supervisors to engage with all 0 work hour employees and address these absences, and will modify a records management system to recognize any sick leave entered that exceeds 3 full consecutive days, and prompt management to confirm they obtain and filed supporting medical documentation. So basically, supervisors are saying they're not sufficiently trained. I mean, how much more training do you need? I understand the work is, gets rough from day to day. You got your call outs as a supervisor, and then you lose track of which I guess CCAs coming in or regular even, that they come in, just take their route and head out. You don't stop them and ask for documentation if that person had more than 3 days, consecutive days of sick leave. So basically the document saying that, that supervisors not holding, employees accountable if they take more than 3 consecutive days. They want USPS to tighten controls. That's what the audit did. A lot of people calling out, and they're getting written up, AWOL, and whatnot. Just another article, of the times we're going through in the service. Employees, obviously get tired, and they're not motivated to come in every day. The work volume is tough on them. It's a very physical thing, gig that we do. It's absolutely not for everybody. I applaud all the carriers, all the CCAs, PTFs, regulars, of course, who do this job. It's not easy by any means. Weather, deal with weather, dogs, and your body starts aching day to day. Some of the most heavier walking routes. Much respect to the fellow carriers that have walking routes. So, I can understand where they come from once in a while, but the people that call out 3 consecutive days or more is unless you have a valid reason and then you bring your documentation in, but the supervisor didn't ask for it. So are you just supposed to go and throw it on the table and it has to be both ways. Supervisor's got to ask for it first, and then the employee has to come up with the documentation. So, but that's not happening apparently to this article. So again, my name is Saeed. This is my channel, postal content. It's what I do, what I love to do. If you're new and you like postal content, I would appreciate it if you subscribe and continue to smash the likes for me. Thank you so much. And we will check back on the next time. Like always, stay positive and keep your head up, keeps hopes up. Some good contract is coming. Thanks. Have a great night.